Yes friends, let me tell you, for the first time in the history of ICAI, I think they have come up with this option that where students can actually opt out of examination, friends. Yes friends, this is something which is actually considered as one of the best step taken by ICAI in considering this corona issue or COVID pandemic. What ICAI has announced today, yes friends, today's announcement only, it is, as you can read over here, it is 15 June 2020. Today, just an hour ago, ICAI came up with an announcement that students who are actually targeting May 20 attempt can opt out of examination. Yes friends, they can decide not to give examination, still it won't be considered as attempt. And the reason is very clear, that this pandemic issue. I mean, ICAI has considered both the category students. They have thought of those students who are actually keen, no, we want to give we want to give exam in this attempt only. And then there are students who are probably thinking that let us play the safe game and don't give attempt in this, don't give exam in this attempt and then probably appear in next attempt. So ICAI has considered both of them, and based on that they have announced today. Now what is actual announcement? Let us refer directly from the ICAI announcement notification only. What ICAI has said is, during last few days we have received mixed expression of opinions. And yes, obviously, because there are many students who still want to give attempt, and then there are students who are saying no, we don't want to appear in this attempt. So mixed form of mixed expressions have been received by ICAI, and considering both the category students, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, I'm precisely saying that the same step soon, in days to come, other institutes will also take. But ICAI is a pioneer and has taken this step that the exam which is commencing from 29 July 2020, a student can take a decision whether to appear in this attempt or to switch over to next attempt. Now ICAI is very clearly focused on all the concern issues. Obviously, concern issue with regard to if, let us say, exam will be conducted on 29 July or from 29 July 2020, what will happen with regard to the exam centers, how they will sanitize this centers, whether number of students will be able to travel to the respective center if they don't find a center in their own city or village, how they will manage accommodation. These are the issues. More important, ICAI has considered that, let us say, if a student decide not to appear in this May exam, this November exam, this May, June or July, whatever you consider exam, so they wish to appear in next attempt. So whether their exemptions will get affected, because ICAI noticed that lot of students, in fact at Navkar we have also received queries from lot of students, that let's say a student came to us a few days back. He said that, sir, I have received exemption in 2 subjects, 2 attempt back. So this is my last attempt. If due to this pandemic, I am of the opinion I don't want to appear in exam. But if I'll not appear in exam, my exemption will be lost. So in next attempt, when I'll appear probably November 20, it is as good as I have no exemption, I have to start fresh. So lot of students have raised this concern, and considering that, ICAI has very clearly announced, friends, yes, clear indication is given in this notification that if you opt out of this examination, your November 20 examination will be considered as your 3rd attempt. So all your exemptions will be carried forward. Yes friends, this is one of the best thing. If a student is of the opinion that, let us say, I am cancelling this attempt, I don't want to appear, I am opting out of this and I am going for November 20. Am I supposed to pay fees again? Why should I pay examination fees again? ICAI has given a relief to you also, friends. They said very clearly that yes, you can continue with the same examination fees in next attempt. Your fees will be carried forward. Let us just go through this, friends. ICAI has covered all this point and a very wide notification they have come up with. In fact, few students who are of old course and are having last intermediate IPCE old course attempt. May 20 is the last attempt, friends. Now, if I am a student, what is my future? Am I supposed to go to new course straight away if I don't appear in this exam? ICAI has covered that also. So let us try and understand the points. They say that ICAI is committed to serve even if one student wish to appear in examination schedule from 29 July. So they have very clearly said that we are going to conduct this examination. Even if one student will appear, we are sure that we will conduct this examination. But still, if anyone is of the opinion that there is a COVID scenario and that things are difficult, So it is a hardship if student has to appear by force. So ICAI has supported them that you can opt out of this option. You can decide not to appear in this May 20 and still it will not be considered as your attempt. Let us read it, friends. It says, the students who have already submitted online examination application for May 20 examination cycle. So obviously those who have not fill the form for May 20, it is not applicable for you. It is with regard to only those. Let us say I have I've received an exemption to attempt back. So my May 20 will be considered as my last attempt, but I have not filled the form of May 20. Then obviously this won't be applicable to me. It is applicable to me only if I have filled the form of May 20 examination. So this very clearly states the student shall be allowed to opt out and carry forward their candidature to the next examination, that is November 20 examination cycle. In this case, examination fees, very importantly mentioned, examination fees and exemption, if any, of the particular student will automatically be shifted and carry forward to the next examination, that is November 20 cycle. And this attempt will be treated as cancelled and not counted. But it is only for those who wish to opt out. Those who want to continue can still appear, because ICAI very clearly said even if one student wants, we are going to conduct the May 20 examination. The student will be required to apply fresh for November 20 examination at the relevant time. His or her examination will be adjusted and differential fees. So whatever fees you have paid for May 20 will be adjusted against November 20, and if at all there is any hike, then differential fees. Or let us say in May 20 you have opted for only one group and November 20 you wish to opt for both groups. So in that case the additional component, that is the differential fees, if any, will only be charged in case he or she has filled the form of May 20 exam for one group only, and in November 20 exam cycle he or she opts to appear for both groups, then he or she will be required to pay the differential fees. So I believe now this announcement very clearly says that probably there won't be any fees increase part of November 20. So only in one case you are supposed to pay differential fees, and that is if you are opting for both group in next attempt and you have opted for one group in this attempt. If you have already opted for both group in this attempt, then there is no need to pay any exam fees, extra exam fees. More important, friends, it says remaining students who will choose not to opt out and wish to appear for exams commencing from 29 July 2020, rest assured ICAI is going to give you all the support. Yes, they have also give you an option that if there is a change in, they are taking care of your exam scanning portion, hand sanitization portion, wearing of mask, maintaining social distancing at all the times. All the government guidelines they will manage. But more important, if some student, let's say, who was probably staying in a PG or in a hostel in Ahmedabad, and now he has gone back to his hometown and now he is not ready to come to Ahmedabad to appear for exam. If the option is given that in his hometown he will appear, then yes, he is ready to appear. So that is where he has to change the center. So ICAI has come up with that also. They have very clearly said that students seeking change of examination center for the exams commencing from 29 July 2020, the online facility for seeking change of examination center will be available at so and so website. The address, we know where is the address, icaexam.ici.org, from 17 June 2020, and time, please keep this in mind, it is available from 11 AM. and it is valid till 29 June 2020 and it is available till 12 o'clock, so 11:59 p.m. So at any point of time you can go on website and you can change your center at a very clear point. Now, if someone is of the opinion, sir, if the things will get still worse, whether ICAI will allow us to appear in exam, so that is where, or whether ICAI will conduct the exam, so that is where ICAI said very clearly that in first week of July 20, government, based on COVID cases, based on Ministry of Health and Affairs guidelines, center and state government directions, they will review. When? They will review in first week of July. And if after that they are of the opinion that yes, examination will be conducted, you are eligible for examination, friends. Don't worry at all. But ICAI will review it. So as of now, if you ask me, friends, what is the option? I'll tell you clearly. Either you decide I don't want, or you say that, okay, I want to go and appear. If you decide I don't want, it is advisable that you opt out of examination at this stage. But if someone is of the opinion, no, I will wait and I wish to take a risk, then yes, you wait for the guidelines. First week of July, ICAI will review everything based on the number of cases, based on the government guidelines, and will take the decision that whether they want to continue with the examination or not. But let us take this point very clearly. If as a student, you are deciding today that I wish to opt out of examination today itself, then in that case, at a later stage, even if number of cases are decreasing, you will not be able to appear in this examination. That is clear indication of ICAI. Yes, friends, it's a clear indication of ICAI. Very important point. If you say, no, I will stick to this. So by 20th June, you are not submitting this form. So you decide I will stick to this. Then in that case, you have to stick to this. At a later stage, you will not get the opportunity to opt out of. This is what is mentioned in current notification. If on a future date, another notification comes, that's okay. But as per current scenario, if you decide that, yes, I am appearing for this, then at a later stage, you will not get an option to opt out of examination. Achha, very important point. They have also said, if you want to opt out of examination, then for that, the forms will come online, and it is going to be valid from 17th June itself. So same date. It is going to be valid from 17th June 2020 and it is valid till 20th June 2020. In between, you submit this form and tell ICAI that if you want to opt out or not. If you are not submitting this form, that means it is as good as you want to appear in this attempt. If you are submitting this form, that means you can straight away opt out. But once you opt out, then you will not be able to change your decision. And one more thing, friends, last thing I would say, ICAI is very clearly said, keep this in mind. Old course students, I am telling to you, specifically intermediate IPCE student, ICAI is very clearly said that May 20 was the last attempt of IPCE old course, but rest assured, it will get shifted to November 20. So if you are opting out of this as of now, your last attempt will not be May 20. Your last attempt will be November 20. I hope everybody understood this. All the points of notification I have covered. See, as you can see, intermediate IPCE old course will be extended for one more attempt, that is November 20 examination. So rest assured, it has been very clearly said. And the procedure to opt out of examination, the form will be made available 17 June 2020, 11 AM onwards till 20th June 2020. Where is the address? iciexam.icai.org. On submitting the declaration, the candidature opt out of May 20 examination cycle will be cancelled and he or she will be shifted to next examination cycle. Very important point, friends. Kindly note that once option for opt out is taken, yes friends, think twice, think with your family member, discuss with your family member. If required, talk with subject faculty, approach us. We will guide you based on what center you are. But kindly note that once the option for opt out is taken, it will be treated as full and final. No request for its change will be entertained under any circumstances. So this is a clear provision, friends. So before opting out of examination, think twice. Think thrice, I would say, and discuss with the concerned person, then only take your decision. So I hope, friends, this is considered as one of the best change, and I think all other institute in days to come are going to take an immediate step based on this or similar step based on this. So let us thank ICAI for such a good announcement or such a good change. Hopefully our students, all the students across the India, whether Navkar Institute classroom student or NDI platform students, all of them will be able to take the advantage of this. Rest assured, stay tuned with us for further announcement. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you and keep learning through Navkar platform.
If you like this video, share it with your friends. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more such videos and learn from our expert faculty members. Press the bell icon to get regular notifications whenever we upload a new video. Download NDI mobile app to get complete CA course online. We value your support. Thank you for watching.